So if you have one of these, I'm sure you know this is its natural state with the hood up. But today we're doing something simple, and we're just going to do the spark plugs. They're right in here. It's a little complicated because there's a lot going on this model. I do not have a brake booster. These models have something called Hydro Boost that actually runs off the power steering pump. But go ahead and pop your hood just to show you how that's done. Open your door, reach down, pull the thing. It's already up, but come around front, pull that latch that way, and she'll lift up. Let's get to work. So this is the alternator, nice marker. This is the first one we're going to go for. It's going to be hard to get you an angle because I can barely see it, but pull that off. Where's a good place to put this? Not in your guys' way, but it's helpful to me. That's neither. Do not do what I just did and try to pull from the cord, because this is going to be the result. Let's go get a set of pliers. Alright, I got it off. What I ended up doing, I had to miss it. Somebody pulled up and had music blasting. But what I ended up doing, I used a screwdriver and I put it down there and kind of pried at it. And then I grabbed it with a long set of needle nose. Just for safety, I went ahead, there's a sensor right down there. Let me see if I can get an angle on it. I also, just for safety, disconnected, where is it? This sensor right here, this blue one, it just clicked right out. It was no big deal at all. And we'll just have to remember, oop, it's hard to do everything at once. We'll just have to remember to plug it back up when we're done. But now that number one's out, or number two, I'd have to look at the map on this. I'm not a die-hard Chevy guy. But now that that's out, we'll go ahead and get it out. So I actually do have spark plug sockets. If you have one, that's great. It's a 5/8 is what was on mine. But I'm going to use a 16 mil standard deep well socket because I cannot find my 1/2 to 3/8 reducer, and I wanted a little bit of extra leverage. Let's see if this will work. Hang on. Now you might be able to just ignore my advice here. Oh. Yeah, okay. It helps if you put the socket on first and then put the ratchet on the socket. Ooh, it's getting so cold. I'm only able to do one little click at a time. Maybe two. But these, I believe it's JL4. These body styles that have traction control, there's a lot going on right in this area. Each one of those is giving me like not even an eighth of a turn, not even a 16th. Let's see if I can do it by hand. I can, yay! Come on. Ta-da. Ooh. That is crusty. Can you see that? Now the spark plug I got is an AC Delco double platinum. There's the code. If you need it, I'll also link it. Oh, there it is again. So I think they put, this is the new one, and this is the one that came out. It is also AC Delco. However, the serial number is different. This is 41985, and this is 41962. Well, let me double check something, because there's definitely a difference here. Alright, so checking around, it appears this spark plug went out of production around 2009, according to some quick Googling. This is one of the recommended replacements. As far as I can tell, this is the correct one. It's not a knockoff. I'm aware that there are spark plug, as crazy as this sounds, there are spark plug sockets, or not just sockets, excuse me, spark plugs themselves that are knockoffs, you know, $5 knockoffs. So I recommend buying from a reputable source, Rock Auto or something like that. Maybe not the cheapest thing you can find on Alibaba. But I'm gonna go ahead and put one in and see how it runs before I continue any further, because I just want to make sure this is right. So the first thing I'm going to do is put a bit of anti-seize on. You will thank yourself the next time you go do this. And that's very easy to do. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Now that's going to go everywhere. So I'm not going to wipe it up, but I'm just going to smear it up. And that'll be plenty. Really, you can't overdo this, so I always suggest underdoing it. I'm going to thread that in by hand. Hey. And then I'm going to put the socket on and continue threading by hand. Always a good practice. And I'm going to go to hand tight, and then I'm going to torque it to this many pound-feet of torque as shown on the screen. There's hand tight, and luckily my arm's pretty well calibrated. You know, I think actually smaller would be better here. Might go grab one. Be right back, YouTube. Okay. Take that out. I want to plug up that sensor. I don't know if that sensor is necessary or not. Let me get you guys an angle on it. Is that one right here? Get my fingers on. Just a clip. I'm going to go ahead and put the boot on. I'm going to start it up. Here is the plug wires I got. It did ask for me to check the coil pack, which is this right here. Well, here, these right here. Just take them off. It's two 10mm bolts. Disconnect that end. You can see the serial number real easy. I'm gonna put a little bit of, just a hair of dielectric in there. And the same on this end. Try not to get it on the metal. Well, I just got it on the metal. Whatever. Don't overthink it. If you saw the state of those spark plugs, you wouldn't overthink it either. What's that make them? 15 years old or something? That positive click is what you're looking for. Man, Chevy, you just gave me no room here. Okay, I'm probably going to edit this in a different way because that's not the best shot. So I'll start with some of the easier ones and then I'll show this one later. But right now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a step back, clean up my workspace a bit, and I'm going to start it and make sure that thing runs happily. So I'm going to try to get one. These are called coil packs. They what actually are sending the signal. It looks like I need some valve cover gaskets, and I'm sure I'll get right on that. actually crawling up right now. Let's see. Pull it off. I'm using a long screwdriver. I'm breaking it. I really wasn't grabbing it that time. These things just don't come. So, once you get it out, go ahead, pull that out. Hopefully you don't have to break this. I don't know the last time these has been changed. I don't know if they've ever been changed. When you get that, put it, take the shield, I believe this is a heat shield, and slide it in to your new coil. All the coil plugs are the same, or plug wires, excuse me, the plug wires are all the same. And then we're going to go ahead and remove the spark plug. Alright, I think I'm going to attack this one differently. Jeez. Nope. You guys believe me that this is not coming out easy? Because I believe me. Yeah. This is just no fun at all. Oh, it moved there. Did you see it? Yeah. Oh man, I think that's the better method than pliers. It dents it a bit, but it doesn't hurt it. Now, do I want to do that last one? Not really. Am I going to? Yeah. And we decided we like this method. That one's really on there. That's the way to do it, guys. That is the way to do it if you're having trouble. Some of these videos are such crap. They just like pull them right off. But I bet you those guys don't have 340,000 miles on, as far as I can tell. Either factory or 15-year-old plugs. Let's see if that one's also just hand tight. No? Oh. Yes. No. Can I fit that in there? Oh, I like this a lot more. I should call this one like, watch Brucey struggle to change 8 friggin' spark plugs, or difficult GM spark plug job. These should not be this hard. Alright, last one on this side. I mean, there's some rust, oil. It's fine. Don't overthink it. By the way, not always, but sometimes it was throwing a code for a general misfire. And I moved the injectors around and I moved the coil packs around, and it didn't follow it. And the maintenance records showed that it had the plugs done around 100,000 miles. It never had any record of the plug wires being done. And it currently has 340,000 miles. Alright, it's hand tight. Okay, well, I wanted to do all of these, but unfortunately it's pretty dark now, so I'm going to come back in the morning and I'll see you then. Well, it's the next morning and I think I made a mistake, but let's get to it. We're going to do this side. I wish it wouldn't have rained, but we're going to go this side. We're going to start with this down here, and it looks like it's going to be easy, except for maybe that one way back there. Can I zoom in on it? That last one. Ooh, that's going to be fun to get to. Oh, man. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and give it a test run. So, let's see. Number one. Oh, this is a lot easier now that I have something to grab. Oh. Really? Why did those other ones fight so much? What was I doing wrong? How about this one? Jeez. What? Did they only change like one side or something? Oh, there's just nowhere to put my hand. I think that's the problem here. So if you can get your hand on it, it's pretty easy. But if I can only get 3 fingers on it, or 2, it's pretty not easy. But we'll reuse that one. These are the old HVAC lines that I cut out when I removed the rear HVAC. Beautiful. Let me get a pry bar actually. There we go. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, maybe so. All right. I was just thinking to myself, man, I wish I had like a way to reach in there and not have to move that socket around. And somehow up until now, I forgot I had this. Give you an idea down there, that's what I'm doing. That had barely any, hardly any tension on it at all. That probably wasn't even 10 pound-feet. Okay, put the boots on, and we are out of here. Give it a test fire. Clean up your mess. Do your laundry. Wash the dishes. You know, all the normal stuff that everybody has to do. Brush your teeth, floss. Take care of your pores. Here's a question for the true fans. What is a chore I just missed? Because I know you guys listen to me sometimes. I really wish you didn't. I'm just a guy taking care of my stuff. Just an old theater major, you know. I'm not an expert on anything other than being me. Actually, I am glad to help you all out. I know a lot of people appreciate it. All right. Give her a start up, confirm everything's good, and you have done a set of coils. Now, I'll be honest, I did this. Yeah, it's secure. I did this because I had a random misfire. The engine seemed to be happy otherwise, but I was getting random misfires. So plugs are cheap and easy, and I thought they were changed at 100,000 miles, but apparently it was a single spark plug change, which I've never heard of someone doing. But somebody did it and wrote it down. So yeah, hope this video helped y'all. Thanks for watching.